Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Slow Damage. We now have 2 of our paintings up over here. One of them is strikingly more not as pretty. Sorry, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Also, I'd never really noticed the stuffed animals over here. Interesting. Anyway, we are in the taku route, apparently. Well, not taku route, but our current euphoric subject is Taku, and we've just celebrated New Year's with him, so that's exciting. Anyway, my cold has gotten a lot better. Actually, it wasn't a cold, I had the flu, but I know it's still audible. I hope it's okay, though, because I can't delay the video any further because it has to go up tomorrow, so I hope it's okay. Anyway, but before I could start walking, someone grabbed my arm from behind. Right, it was a cliffhanger. Okay. Toa. Okay. You can grab me anytime. I turned to find Taku standing there looking frightened. You have to pay attention. It's not safe for you to go wandering around without me. Oh my god, I just now that I'm doing his voice, I'm noticing how low my voice is. Because usually I have to lower my voice to go to Taku levels, and now it's just my actual voice. Wait. Do I usually talk like this? I can't even tell. Sorry. Anyway. You have to pay attention. It's not safe for you to go wandering around without me. I've never needed a mother before. Why do you feel the need to do that now? Is it because I'm tiny? Do I get lost in the crowd? Is that it? This made me laugh. Me too. What? How old do you think I am, pal? Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter. You might have grown up, but you haven't stopped wandering around. Wandering off. Then what does it matter if we get separated? In your case, half the time I turn around and find you passed out in the damn gutter. You know what? I've made fun of Taku before, but actually Taku is the one person that actually has a point. With everything that he's had to go through because of Toa. Like the conditions that he's picked up Toa in. He has the right to be like, yeah, kind of stay in my sight on this one. It's New Year's. I don't want to start my year off with you passed out in the damn gutter. I get it. You know what, Taku? I'm sorry. His expression was dead serious, so I decided to give in. Times like these, Taku was always stubbornly overprotective of me. Side by side, once more, we headed off to the parking lot. That reminds me, I'm thinking of changing the clinic's hours this year. Okay, interesting. To what? I'm thinking we're still open at the same time, but we'll close at midnight instead of 1 a.m. Okay, that seems healthy. Just a 1 hour difference, that's no big deal. I mean, to some people it will be. You'd be surprised. Oh, and I might start taking more time off from now on. Worst case scenario, we might have to temporarily close the clinic. How come? I'm busy. Okay. Elaborate, sir. With your studying? Don't think I haven't fucking noticed. At this, Taku averted his gaze and nodded. Yeah. Wanna talk about it, buddy? His response was vague at best, but I didn't intend to keep digging. I don't know. Someone as serious as Taku, and he's so bothered by it. At least, I understand not wanting to keep digging and all that, right? Privacy and all that. But at the same time, you could, ask once. You could just be like, well, I mean, he did subtly ask, right? But I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable with him being this obviously disturbed by it, and just being like, well, if he doesn't want to tell us, you know? It's kind of like, especially in a town like this, like what trouble is he gonna get himself into, you know? So instead, I walked on in silence. But then again, we're Toa, so... Okay, Shinkomi Times from A to Z. So, Happy New Year's. Rumors say a new drug is making the rounds. We've got the scoop. Is Sakaki Hideyasu confirmed to be the next Takasato leader? Rumors of a ghost sighting. Okay, very interesting news all over the place. Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. Chief Editor AZ here. Keep an eye on your inbox. This year, I'll be serving up even more hot gossip and insightful commentary free of charge. That sounds like a stressful job with no income? Really? Huh. What's his angle? Mr. Editor AZ? If you're not sneakily promoting shit? Interesting. This feels kind of Bridgerton. 5 days later, the festive spirit still lingered in the air as the winter holidays officially came to an end. Like all the rest, Murase Clinic was once again open for business. Rei and Arimura walked in and started getting things prepared. Oh! Hello, Arimura! Come to think of it, the clinic hours have changed, haven't they? I don't know if he had a voice. Honestly, I'm too tired to make voices right now. Is that too bad? Let me know if it's... The problem is, alright, I usually make voices for all the playthroughs I do. And it's simple to make voices, I suppose. But in this game, it seems weird to make voices, you know? Because they all have the same cadence to them. Like all the voice actors, except for Rei, right? But like... Arimura even, or Taku and Toa, they all have the same kind of cadence, the deadpan man ramble, you might say. And you might not have noticed this far, but I have a very high-pitched girly voice. So all of them are kind of like, I kind of default to Arimura amused to himself, you know? And it's just, they all sound so similar. So it doesn't feel like I'm doing any voices because I'm pretty sure I'm doing the same voice for all of them. Let me know if I should do something more expressive so that you don't have to look at the screen while keeping my video on. I don't know, honestly. I'm not sure what to do about this. Anyway, Arimura amused to himself as he passed me in the waiting room. Is that a bad thing? I mean, I guess he has more of a nasally voice, right? No, it's just...
最近、先生が疲れているような気がして。診察室の先生の机も散らかっていることが多いので。
Dr. Murase seems pretty exhausted lately. I noticed his exam room desk has been a complete mess. Yeah. He's been studying. Without a single glance at me, he continued down the hall. Maybe he's taken in... Like, maybe he's studying psychology because of all the patients that have come in and just laid bare their hearts. I was under the impression that Taku's messy desk was nothing new, but maybe it had gotten bad enough for Arimura to take notice. With that thought on my mind, I took my seat behind the reception counter. He looks so cute whenever he sat there, you know? Me, I wouldn't care less about the holidays. Taku had woken me up early that morning and I felt like well... That is a stance to take. But he went ahead anyway, you know. But even when I slept in, I always experienced chronic illness this time of year. Yeah. Us with weak immune systems, right, Toa? For some inexplicable reason, I always felt sick during the winter holidays. Even Taku couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. He concluded it had to be some sort of seasonal or psychosomatic thing. Okay, interesting. Kind of like seasonal affectiveness disorder? That goes beyond mood and goes to like physical sickness. At lunchtime, Rei invited me out to a diner. Taku was invited too, but he told us he was too busy to come. That is so suspicious. Someone take a peek at his notes. Come on, man.
忙しいのはわかるけど、年明け早々からちょっと根詰めすぎだと思わない？
I know that he's busy or whatever, but I wish he'd relax a little. The year's only just started, you know? Yeah, Ray grumbled, pouting his lips as he scraped up the last bite of his seafood gratin with a spoon. Oh, delicious.
まあ、休み明けって患者さんが殺到するから、確かに忙しいんだけどね。
To be fair, there's always a ton of patients at the start of the year, so I totally get it.
だからって昼休みを返上してまで診察するっていうのは熱心だけど個人的にちょっとどうかなって思うのよね。
But if he's spending his lunch break to fit in more appointments, I know he cares about his work, but it's not good to have for his own personal health. Yeah, I completely agree. Also, it's like, I don't know, is it really about the work, you know? I feel like Ray should be more... I always feel like, okay, so this is the thing, right? Toa always notices every single thing, and then in the end he's like all euphoria and all that, you know? Even though we, as playing Toa, we don't necessarily know what's going on, Toa always knows, you know? He always clocks this shit. But Ray, he always notices first that something is up, but he always categorizes it completely wrong. He's like a detective that doesn't know what to do with the information.
っていうかタク、なんだかすごくがむしゃらに見えるんだけど、正月に何かあった？
Like, he seems super stressed out to me. Did something happen over New Year's? Maybe something old has come up. Nope. I sipped my coffee, then shook my head. Placed in front of me was a bowl of bean soup. Ray had ordered it on my
今
behalf.
年から診療時間も1時間短縮だし。そんなに勉強が忙しいの？タクが何の勉強してるか聞いてる？
And now I find out he's shortened the clinic hours? Is he really that busy? And what is he even studying? Did he tell you?
いや
I don't think he's told anyone. Nope.
本当に大丈夫かしら？あ、すみません。デザートお願いします。
I'm really not sure he's doing okay. Oh, excuse me. Could I order dessert? I love Ray. After he finished his gratin, he flagged down a passing waitress to order something else. Then he went back to scowling at me.
タクって優しいしおおらかだけど、時々線引きをしてるように感じるのよね。
Taku's a really kind, generous guy, but sometimes it feels like he's holding us at arm's length.
こ
Yeah.
っちが突っ込まない限り、向こうも突っ込んでこないっていうか、まあそれが心地いい距離感にもなってるんだけど。
It's like if we don't ask questions, then he won't ask us any questions either. Then again, I do like the relationship we have right now. But it's also like you're friends, you know, and he's obviously struggling. I mean, it's iffy, right? You don't want to encroach on a friend's, I don't know, personal space, privacy. But when it becomes this obvious in a town like this, you should at least ask. You know, at least speak up and voice that you're getting concerned, you know? Don't go behind their back, but
真面目に
like,
何の
at
勉
least
強
say
し
it
てるのか
once, you
聞い
know?
てみようかな。
I guess I should try and ask him flat out what he's studying. Yeah, exactly. He took a sip of his iced coffee au lait. Then, his coffee au lait. Sorry. I keep reading, this happened since last week, right? I keep seeing different words. It's like I begin reading the sentence and then just my mind is quicker with making up what would come after the words that I've just said instead of just reading what's there. God, I would blame it on the fever, but I'm free since yesterday, so... He took a sip of his iced cafe. God, his iced cafe au lait, then propped his chin on his elbow and sighed.
頑張るのが悪いとは言わないけど、医者が自分自身を大事にしないなんて説得力ないわよね。
I'm not saying self-improvement is bad or anything like that, but how can you call yourself a doctor if you won't even take care of yourself? Yeah, exactly. You kind of need to take care of yourself to take care of others. Just then, the waitress returned carrying Ray's dessert. Instantly, his face brightened. Ah!
いちごヨーグルトサンデー
It's here! My strawberry frozen yogurt sundae! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so happy for you, Ray. And I'm so jelly pancakes. His grumpy scowl is now a thing of the past. He grabbed his spoon without missing a beat.
冷たくて美味しい。
It's so cold and yummy. I watched him wearily as I sipped on my lukewarm
1
coffee.
月によくそんなもの食べる気になるな。
I'm amazed you can eat that stuff in the middle of January. Dude, delicious things don't go out of style just because it's cold outside, you
どん
know?
なに寒くても甘いものは別なの。暖房のガンガン効いた部屋で食べるアイスとか最高じゃない？
The weather is irrelevant when it comes to sweets. Exactly. There's nothing better than eating frozen treats in a toasty warm room. Oh.
どうだか。
I mean, I have ice cream in my fridge, and that's not just because I was sick. If you say so. I grabbed the pack of cigs off the table, pulled one out, and lit up. Instantly, Ray
ま
scowled.
た食事中にタバコ吸ってる。
Quit smoking in the middle of a meal. I agree.
もうデザートだからいいだろ。
You're having dessert. The meal's practically over. You're gross. All right, you're just
私
disgusting,
にとっては
man.
デザートがメインなの。でも年越しから年明けにかけて少し太っちゃったのよね。お餅が美味しくてついつい。
For me, dessert is the main course. In fact, I've put on a little weight over the holidays. Couldn't stop eating mochi. I've been there. I've been there, Ray. It's okay. You're still beautiful. He averted his eyes sadly as he stirred his sundae. No, don't let your figure come in between your enjoyment of your sundae, okay?
で、それを食
Enjoy
べる
it.
のか？
And yet you're still gonna eat that? Don't make it bad
だ
for
か
him.
らカロリー控えめのいちごヨーグルトサンデーにしたのよ。わかるでしょ？
Why do you think I chose the low-calorie strawberry frozen yogurt sundae? Isn't it obvious? I mean, if you put it that way. Nope. Okay. Yeah, Toa's already checked out of the conversation. I shook my head, then turned away from him to exhale the smoke. He glared back at me, then took a bite.
ねえ、急に話が変わるんだけどさ。
Hey, so, on a totally unrelated note, seeing as I can't get through to you that smoking while I'm eating is disgusting for me, I'm just gonna accept it because I like you enough, I suppose. I don't really know how to categorize this. With a tense look on his face, he set his spoon down and leaned across the table to
あの
whisper.
人、わかる？新聞読んでる人。
Do you know that person? The one reading the newspaper? What? Why? Where? Who? I followed Ray's gaze to the counter where a man sat reading the newspaper. He had it spread out so widely I couldn't see his face.
あの人、とわの知り合い？
Is he a friend of yours? What is this, like a 1960s detective
Yeah.
skit?
さっ
No?
きね、新聞の影からこっちを見てたのよ。
What?
私が気づいたらすぐに新聞を読むふりに戻ったけど、その後もまたチラチラ見てたの。
Well, he keeps peeking at us from behind the paper that when I looked back at him, he went straight back to reading. But he's still been glancing at us. What is this? Kind of like, what?
何なのかしら。
When was the last time that trick
ス
worked?
トーカ
What's his deal? Is he a stalker? Well, I scrutinized the man at the counter, but he never looked up from his paper. Then he rose to his feet, paid his bill, and left the diner. Maybe he's here for Ray? You know, I can imagine both of these people having
どうしよう。
stalkers.
すごいこと思いついちゃった。
Because Ray is too kind for his own good, and Toa does what he does, you know? It's kind of like, that's how you kind of invite them in. I smiled at the wrong person once, and it haunted me until he went to jail, luckily enough. Anyway, oh my god, I just had the most amazing thought. Ray looked at me, his eyes wide in realization. At some point, while I wasn't looking, he had completely polished off his sundae.
私を一目見ようと追ってきた熱烈なファンだったりして。
What if he's a big fan of mine who came in to sneak a peek at me? I mean, right? Who wouldn't be a fan of yours?
ねえ、どう思う？
Well, what do you think? I don't know. Well, he was clearly joking. I could tell part of him was hoping to get some sort of reaction out of me. Please, I want a friend that gets excited with me right now. But I had no interest in playing along. Oops. Wait. But I had no interest in playing along. With a sigh, I set my cigarette on the ashtray and sipped my coffee.
一言でいいから何か言いなさいよ。じゃないと私がバカみたいじゃない。もう。
Hello, can you please just say something? Otherwise you're making me look like an idiot. God! You know, if I read what he's saying, it's kind of funny. But the way the voice actor voiced that was so fucking creepy. Like,
ねえ、ちょっと。一言でいいから何か言いな
the
さい。
heavy breathing? I don't know, man. Sorry, Ray. What are you expecting from Toa? Grumbling, he grabbed my utterly untouched bean soup and started eating it out of spite.
っていうか、ちゃんと食べないと冗談抜きで死ぬわよ、あんた。
Why is Ray such a roller coaster? Seriously, if you don't start eating right, you're literally going to die. I'm not
いつ
joking.
もお前の手料理を食べてるだろ。
I always eat the food you make, don't I? Oh, that is cute.
何よ、私に毎日作れっていうの？ 食べてくれるのは嬉しいけど、なんだか複雑だわ。
What? So you want me to cook for you every single day? Flattering. But I don't know how I feel about that. This sentence is great. Flattering, but I don't know how I feel about that. Ignoring his catty remarks, I finished my coffee. Imagine Toa calling anyone else catty. More importantly, who was that man just now? If Ray was to be believed, then he was watching us for some reason. And it wouldn't be the first time a Euphoria fan stalked me. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if either of these people are stalked. In that case, it would mean he was watching me. No, maybe I'm overthinking it. It was entirely possible the man wasn't even looking at us on purpose. As I ruminated on it, I picked up my cigarette and I took a long drag. Okay. Wonder how this all ties in together later. At the end of lunch, we went back to the clinic and the afternoon shift began. The patients waiting outside all filed in, filling the benches in the lobby. As I quietly carried out my receptionist duties and the flow of patients slowed to a halt. Okay. 10 minutes went by without any word, so I dialed the extension for the exam room, but nobody picked up. What? Excuse me? Is he busy? I set the phone back down in the cradle, then left my seat. I walked down the hall to the exam room, but right before I opened the door, I froze. I could hear Taku talking inside.
それはそうだ。ああ。
Yeah, well, it's exactly, yeah.
まだだ。そう簡単にはいかない。時間がかかる。わかってる。
No, not yet. It's not that simple. It's gonna take time. Yeah, I know. This sounds like he's owing someone money, you know? Apparently he was on the phone. His voice was a low whisper and it sounded serious, but I couldn't tell who he was talking to or what it was about. Is he being blackmailed?
わかった。それじゃ、仕事に戻る。
Just give me some time, please. All right, I gotta get back to work. Then I heard a heavy sigh. Evidently the phone call was over. I opened the door to the exam room. You want to talk about it? Oh, Toa. He looked at me with tired
内線
eyes.
かけたんだけど、電話中だったんだな。
I tried to call you just now, but I guess the line was busy.
ちょっと急用でな。すまん。
Yeah, sorry. Something came up. He averted his gaze, rubbing the back of his hand. This, plus what I overheard, suggested it wasn't a very fun phone call. Is he being blackmailed? I can't tell. His smoke swayed
こ
erratically.
の詰めすぎで心配だってさ。
You know, people are worried that you're getting too stressed. Yeah. People, as if you're not one of them. Huh? People like who?
昼にレイが言ってた。お前を心配してる。
Lay, early at lunch. He's worried about you. Me too. His lips curled in a guilty smile.
そうか。だが大丈夫だ。
Arimura
こう見えても
too.
医者だからな。自分の限界はわきまえてる。
Gotcha. Well, I'm doing just fine, okay? I'm a doctor for Christ's sakes. I know my limits. I'm not sure you do.
勉強ってのも具体的に何をやってるのか知りたがってた。
Also, it feels like even if you did know his limits, he has to exceed them because there's something going on, you know? That's worrying. He wants to know what exactly you're studying.
言われてもな。説明したところでわからんだろう。
I don't know what else he expects me to say. It's not something he's going to be familiar with. Well, try me. You know, the best way to study something is to explain it to someone else.
直接聞くってさ。
Well, he said he's going to ask you.
そうか。
I mean, Toa is really good at like acting aloof, but also speaking his mind, right? He's asked about it like subtly before, and now he's subtly like saying, "Yo, dude, we're worried about you," without saying it. You know, it's you know, he's there. He's just acting aloof. But you gotta look closer with this guy, right? He looked away, nodding. Whatever he was working on, he didn't seem to want to
そん
discuss
なに
it.
話したくないことなのか。
So you can't talk about it, or, well, he's actually asking. He looked at me perplexed.
まあ、 そうかもな。さっきも言った通り、説明してもわからんだろう。
Well, not exactly. Like I said, it's not easy to explain.
じゃあ、
Try
レイにそう言ってやれ。
me. Then tell that to Ray. Yeah, I will. Well, if you can't explain it, then you wouldn't mind me looking over your notes? Is that it? I mean, at this point, he's not even hiding it, you know? As he murmured vaguely, I left the exam room. The Taku I knew was an honest, straightforward guy, and he sucked at hiding things. Yeah. This was the first time he'd ever tried to hide something that wasn't a fun surprise. That is insanely worrying. Not only that, but there had to be something behind all that studying Ray was concerned about. I had known Taku for a long time, but that didn't mean I knew all there was to know about him. Especially that past that the doctor from the second one said and talked about. I already forgot his name. I didn't like it that much. Human beings were complex creatures. It wouldn't surprise me to learn there was more to him than just honest and straightforward. Yeah, well. And if he did have a secret side, honestly, I was curious to see it for myself. If there was a side to him that neither Ray nor I had discovered. Likewise, I see you're right at home in your own hypocrisy. I already forgot his voice, sorry. Yeah, Asakura said so. Ever since college, I never once believed he would turn out to be a decent doctor. He's a freak. Okay. I want to know. Okay, come on. Stop lubing me up. I'm ready. Tell me. My curiosity was ever so faintly piqued. Faintly? Okay. Euphoria's in on the case. That's good to know. That evening, the front doors flew open and pure chaos stormed in.
ちょっと休館よ。
Help! Emergency patient! Oh, Ray staggered in, dragging a man who could barely keep himself upright. Oh god, what happened? This came as something of a surprise, since Ray had only just left to deliver a forgotten item to a patient.
タクに行ってきて。五十嵐くんよ。
Oh! Toa, go tell... Oh my god, I was too... That surprised me. Toa, go tell Taku, it's Igarashi. Sure enough, I could recognize Igarashi's face through the swelling and his hair. I rose to my feet, left the reception counter, and headed to the exam room. He was beaten up? Is it because of the guy he's always with? Oh, sweetheart. Oh.
額の傷が少し大きいが、縫うほどじゃないな。他の傷も大丈夫だろう。
The cut on your forehead's pretty big, but nothing I can't sew up. The rest look like they'll be okay without sutures. And they just asked Taku to look after them this year too. And here we are. While Taku worked to swiftly treat his patient, Igarashi grimaced, possibly from the sting of the disinfectant. His clothing was torn here and there. Oh.
終わったぞ。で、喧嘩したって？
There, all done. So you say you were in a fist fight? Once he finished bandaging Igarashi's arm, Taku looked back at him with a mixture of sympathy and knowing amusement.
俺のせいじゃないんすよ。
Amusement?
なんか街歩いてたら急に因縁ふっかけられて。それで。
I swear, it's not my fault. I was just walking through town when a group of guys picked a fight with me. I thought it was because of Sakaki-san, maybe. Igarashi bit his lip in frustration.
しかも向こうは5人だったんすよ。勝てるわけないじゃないすか。もうされるがままにボッコボコですよ。
And there were 5 of them, man. I didn't stand a chance. So of course I had to take my lumps. I mean, yeah, I
レイ
guess.
さんが助けてくれ
Why
て。
were you alone, though?
本当に命拾いしました。
Then Ray came and rescued me. Honestly, he saved my life. Oh. Well. I like that. Nearby, Ray folded his arms on side. He's like, well, gotta look out for my admirers.
さっき患者さんの忘れ物を届けに行ったじゃない。その帰りを。
I mean, yeah, I think we've established that Ray can fight because he's like in a team for fighters or something like that, right? I think there was something like that. I didn't dream that up, did I? I think that was mentioned. You know how I went out after the patient who left her stuff behind? I found him on my way back.
喧嘩に巻き込まれたくないから通り過ぎようとしたら五十嵐くんが見えて慌てて止めに入ったの。
I was going to stay out of it, but then I spotted Igarashi getting his shit kicked. and ran in there to stop it.
本当に
One man
あ
army.
りがとうございました。
Thank you so much. Igarashi turned to Rei and bowed deeply in return. Rei hastily waved both
いい
hands.
のよ、気にしないで。でも因縁ふっかけられたなんて災難だったわね。
It's literally fine. God, what a nightmare. Why would they pick a fight with you? Because he's always with Sakaki-san, no? At this, Igarashi's expression darkened.
最近組がちょっと荒れてるんすよ。みんな先立ってる感じで。そのせいなんじゃないすかね。
Lately, the gang's a total mess, man. Everybody's out for blood. I think that's probably the reason.
荒れてるの？
Yeah.
どうして？
What's wrong with the gang? What's wrong with the gang? What's wrong with you for not knowing?
まあ
There's a power struggle.
妙な噂が流れたりとか、そういうので上の人たちがピリピリしてるんすよ。
Well, a lot of stuff. There's been weird rumors going around, and it's got the top dogs freaked out.
そのとばっちりが下にも広がってるっていうか。
No, it's probably the drugs. Sorry. So now it's like the tension's trickling down to the guys on the lower
榊
rungs.
さんが次の組長確定ってことで、納得いかない奴らもやっぱりいるんすよね。
Sakaki-san's probably a shoo-in to be the next leader, but of course some folks aren't happy with that. And I mean, if either him or Tono get that new drug first, it would offset that balance even more. Because if, like, right now Sakaki's the shoo-in, right? But if Tono got, like, this massive new revenue under his thumb, wouldn't that, you know, reignite the struggles for who's going to be the next leader? Right? Maybe?
特に遠野さん側の連中とかそうなんで、そのうち組を離れるんじゃないかって思ってます。
Especially Tono-san and his posse. Ah, I'm thinking they might break off into their own gang. Interesting. Okay,
な
yeah.
るほどね。
Oh, I see. Wow. I didn't, you know, I knew that they had like this influence and all that, but I didn't realize that Sakaki's influence was this negligible, you know? Oh, I
お
see.
前たちも一言じゃないぞ。いつどこで何に巻き込まれるかわからんからな。十分に気をつけろよ。
This involves more than just the Takasatogumi, you know? Any of you could get dragged into something at any given moment, so keep your wits about you. Oh man, is this LA? Igarashi nodded
そうっ
intently.
すね。もし何かあったら言ってください。俺で役に立ちそうなことがあったら何でもするんで。
Right, and if you ever need anything, let me know. I'll help with whatever I can.
助かるよ。
He's so sweet.
だが、その怪我を治すのが先だな。3日くらいだったらまた店に来てくれ。
I appreciate it, but let's get those cuts healed up first. Give it about 3 days, then come back and see me again.
はいせ。
Aww. Yes, sir! Ow! Oh man. He gave Taku a firm salute and smacked his injury in the process, making him grimace. Oh god. Sweetheart, you're a mess. But mess is just the beginning of message. Sorry, my mind is all over the place. Taku and Ray both laughed. His antics were so damn dog-like, even I smiled a tiny bit. It is kind of cute, you know? Ay, okay. Igarashi lightens the mood, but it's still very serious all around. Okay, I wonder if Taku has anything to do with that, because he's also like the doctor that was apparently chosen to look after Toa, who has undeniable ties to the gang. Kind of makes me think that maybe... Oh god, I hate that sound. Let's just skip through this. Where am I? My ears were ringing. Yeah, mine too. The scenery rippled like a heat haze, and I couldn't recognize anything. Oh god, make it stop. The world was distorted like I was squinting through warped glass. Ow, scarlet light reflected in all directions, casting a red tint. I struggled to get my fuzzy brain to focus. At the very least, I would tell I wasn't at the clinic. So where am I? I don't know, but just please make it stop. I'm gonna tone that down in the recording because it's really damn loud and it's really killing me. It's still there. Damn. I squinted at the scenery, rippling like the surface of a lake. I couldn't sense a lot of people buzzing with energy. I can't even tell if it's still there, that sound, just, you know, not as loud, or if it's just in my head now. Shadows swaying against the wall silhouetted by the light. Then I realized my ears weren't actually ringing. As the drone grew louder and louder, I recognized it was the sound of people talking. Okay, it's gone. Thank God. But my ears feel violated. I couldn't understand what they were saying. The voices all overlapped with each other. A discordant harmony beating against my eardrums. The drone of their voices kept swelling and swelling until it was a cacophony of screams. Oh my god, okay. Why? At some point, the scarlet light turned to fluid, raining down on me. The shadowy figures against the walls had vanished. What? Is he, like, in the middle of a massacre? On the ground? Suddenly a chill ran down my spine, like the icy tongue of a monster. Goosebumps picked up along my back. Then all sound ceased. Silence, terrifying silence. Someone was standing behind me. For some reason, I sensed it was a woman. Even though I couldn't see her, she stood behind me without speaking a word. Oh, we've seen this dream before. Who is she? Oh, Eshe. Who is this woman? Mother? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, okay, hello. She looks like a Zashiki Warashi, you know? Slowly but surely, I looked over my shoulder. I might have to blend in what that is, actually. But I mean specifically the kind that's shown in Hozuki no Reitetsu. Anyway, slowly but surely, I looked over my shoulder. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see her delicate chin. But that was all I could see of her. My head felt like it was held in place by some kind of torture device. All I could see was her mouth. Her scarlet lipstick filled my mind. Oh, Gesundheit, Koki. My cat just sneezed. And then those lips, those sensual DSLs, slowly curled into a smile. Damn. But it has to be Toa, right? It has to be Toa's memory. So his mother was a mob wife, right? So maybe that's his mum? And there was a massacre around him? I don't know. I wonder. Oh god, Toa. Is this some kind of repressed PTSD stuff? I awoke gasping for breath. My heart was pounding 1,000,000 miles a minute. Choking, I gulped for air. It was the middle of winter, and yet my whole body was slick with sweat. Ugh. Almost like I'd risen up from the ocean depths. Oh, gosh. Okay. I sat up and glanced around. That is one fucking nightmare. Apparently I dozed off on the sofa, as you usually do. Oh, it's okay, Toa. Calm down. Just go to your, what's it called? Notfallkoffer. You need your skills to calm you down. What a shitty dream. That, my mystery woman and her red lipstick. Huh. I reached down, grabbed the floor bottle, and took a swig. Ew. Normally I could drink it like water, but the moment the lukewarm fluid hit the back of my throat, I felt sick. Ay. I dropped the bottle, got up, and hurtled into the bathroom. Oh god, that's serious. Then after I emptied the contents of my stomach, which weren't many, into the toilet, I collapsed on the spot. I felt weak. Oh god. Oh wow, that is a fucking response. This was decidedly different from my usual poor health. Almost like something repressed is coming back. Was it because of that awful, confusing nightmare? Creepy dreams were pretty common whenever I floated in and out of consciousness, but none of them ever made me outright ill. I am so sorry. I wonder what triggered him. For a while, I closed my eye and sat there. Sorry. God damn it. Still hung up on it. For a while, I closed my eye and sat there until my racing pulse calmed down. Hey, then I slowly rose to my feet, walked to the sink, and gurgled some water. While I was at it, I ran the cold water over my head. Then I grabbed a towel and dried myself off as I walked back to the sofa. I grabbed my cell phone off the table. It was just past 8 p.m. I had received 2 emails, one of which was Eiji's newsletter, so I decided to check the other one first. It was from Asakura. Oh. Well, we're just gonna brush over that mystery woman, I suppose. I hope we're finding out what her deal is this episode, but it's probably gonna take a little bit longer, right? Anyway, Asakura, let's see where he's at. Inside, he thanked me and explained that his dark desire had been sated. Now that it was over, he was fully confident he had no sexual interest in children. That is always a very, very good confidence to have. Personally, I had no interest in revisiting the past. I closed the email and navigated to the newsletter. I mean, it's nice of him to thank us, though, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I can't speak to that. Anyway, today's issue, doctor scandals, investigating the doctor at T medical office. No, we're M medical office, right? T is okay. Dr. Scandals. It's Asakura. Okay. M Clinic, the dark truth behind its disappearing patients. Wait. Murase Clinic? S General Hospital, the doctor who gropes his female nurses. Well, what a surprise. Today's issue, Dr. Scandals, investigating the doctor at T Medical Office. Okay. There's one more. There's a rumor going around about the doctor at T Medical Office. Sources say he was once caught touching in the no-nos. Okay, yeah. This time the topic was centered on gossip about doctors, Taku included. Why is Taku included in this? I hate it. Asakura was one thing, but frankly, I was surprised to see that there were unsavory rumors about Taku too. Yeah. Disappearing patients, what does that mean? After all, he had a flawless reputation with the patients and locals. Maybe AG had concocted a ridiculous rumor of his own to fill the void? Stupid. What does it mean with disappearing patients? Huh? Oh my god, I'm getting Andy and Lele vibes, you know? Is he like selling organs or something? I don't know. Like helping organ harvesters, you know? Some patients that walk out of the clinic, walk right into the hands of other people, you know? To cover their debt or whatever. No way, right? Nah. Taku wouldn't do that, right? I closed the newsletter and rose from the sofa. After that awful dream, I decided to go for a walk and clear my head. Okay. I pulled on my coat and stuffed my phone into my pocket. Free expiration. Guess I'll wander for a bit. Alright. Let's do that free exploration, and then before we end the episode, I want to see where we're going. This is my studio. Okay, let's go. Where can we go? Murase Clinic. Let's go to the mall. Huh? Tono? What the fuck are you doing here? What do you want from our Taku? Are you pressuring him? Are you the one that's threatening him?
Toa, it's you.
What are you doing here?
I was in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd stop by, that's all.
Why? We're not friends, and you're not friends with my Taku. You walked here?
Yeah.
Of course not. Do you not see the car waiting for me outside?
Then leave!
元気か?
Nobody wants you here!
Toa, how have you been lately? Anything happening?
Not really, and I like it that way.
I see. How are things with Murase? Going well?
Fuck off! Pretty good, I guess.
Considering the sort of person you used to be, I never once imagined you could get a job at this clinic. Life is full of mysteries, wouldn't you say?
I hate this dude. He makes me feel very upset. Let's press him. I should casually dodge the question. Crack a joke, respond sarcastically. Positive. Yeah. I'm thinking of how I would handle this situation. I would probably act like nothing is wrong. You never know if tomorrow's the day you keel over. That's your joke of choice?
Precisely, and that applies to both of us.
Okay, interesting joke. Lately, my life has been pretty peaceful, all things considered.
Peaceful indeed.
本当か?
Frankly, I don't see it that way. See my life that way?
なるほど.
Or in general, or your life. Like, elaborate?
I'm out of here. See ya.
What? I mean, okay. What?
どうした?
What's the matter? Got something you want to discuss?
Not really. I would like to ask you to never come back.
What is it? Need something else?
Nah. I'm gonna move. Don't talk to Taku behind my back, please. Alright. Okay. Oh god. Ray? Was that a pretty big sigh? That was a pretty big sigh. Mayu. Why do I always think it's Ray when it's Mayu?
Toa, what? You heard me?
I did. You sounded like Taku. He always looks so tired. Good to see you, Mayu. And little Mayu. Something got you feeling tired too? Well, AG invited me to pick up a shift with him at Clean Dishes. What? The cleaners? Yeah, that. He said the experience would be educational, but... It was so exhausting. I'm not good at cleaning stuff. The room was very messy. Well, do you know what I mean?
I mean, have you seen my room? Mine seems to want a blunt, honest answer. Speak my mind or respond however I feel like. Positive. Was it all wet? That is your question of choice? Maybe because of the blood. Bingo! Wet and gushy. Ugh. Okay. The guy who lived there slit his throat with an axe. Oh, wow. It looked like red paint all over.
面白そう
How about it? Are you interested?
そうか
You know, maybe I would click on it if it was a YouTube video. Actually, after... What the fuck is YouTube doing to us, honestly? After what I did to you, I'll pass on the heavy labor. Thanks. I know, right? It is heavy labor. I'm totally bushed. I gotta go home and rest now. Toa. Huijang. See you later. Sorry for butchering the Chinese language, by the way. I feel self-conscious every time I say that. When I get home, I gotta watch the new episode Yukimi-chan. Okay. Are you curious about that cleaning job after all? Nah, I'm gonna go. Have a good night, sweetheart. Immortal Central Park. We've collected a lot so far. And like, I've looked back on the episodes I made. I usually have episodes that run for an hour, right? My episodes are usually like 1 hour or like even more than that. So, and I usually take 4 episodes for a chapter. So this would mean we're kind of halfway there, which has me excited. I thought I'd felt someone's gaze on me. Was I just imagining it? I can't tell who that breathing was from.
あら、そうは
It's one of Ray's friends. Oh my god, Toa, is that you? Hey, Honami. Are you taking a smoke break? I'm on a run, but you can probably see that. I don't know why she gets the LA treatment, but she does. Everything she says is a question. Hey, real quick, did you see his newsletter? Did you see his newsletter thing? You mean AG's?
知らない
Yeah, grr, he's so rude. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen. It pissed me off so much. I was hoping I could take my mind off it with a little exercise, but it's not happening at all. I mean, I suppose. Actually, this is probably unrelated, but lately I keep seeing Dr. Murase walking around during lunchtime. To get lunch, I assume? No, probably not. No, I don't think so. Sometimes I see him downtown. Other times I see him in District B. It's free country and all, but it's kind of weird, you know? I mean, yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. I feel like it's very telling that everyone around him is getting freaked out, you know? Toa, what do you think? I think I agree, Honami, actually. They seem to want to know the truth. Answer however I feel like. Speak my mind. Negative.
知らないな
Good question. I don't know much about what Taku's up to these days. Right. Well, I know he's working really hard. I'm sure there's no funny business going on. Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I'm not so sure anymore, actually. Also, her eyes are fucking amazing, you know? Like the eyes with the hair and everything. She has this fucking attitude, man. Love it. I feel better now that I talked to you, but Eiji, that little rat.
そうかしらね
I just want to ask him, like, what exactly do you want to achieve? Yeah.
そうか
Huh. That is a very good line to have for a repertoire. Thank you. He doesn't have an end goal. He just writes it for shits and giggles. Does he play League of Legends? I feel like I know this time. Right. Yeah, you're right. Now I'm pissed off all over again. I'm gonna go run some more.
またね
See you later, Toa. Ooh, I wouldn't mind, Honami-san.
さてと
Alright, Honami. Time to vent that stress. Wanna run with me, Toa? Absolutely. Nah, I'm good. God damn it, Toa. I wonder if there's like... Never mind. Never mind.
おう
Oh, if it isn't Toa.
よ
Ah! Hey, Kotaro. Weird to see you three split up like this. What's up? Looking for a one-night stand? Well, you know me. Although we just turned out Honami, so really there's not much better to find, and honestly. Nah, not really, but if I find one, then I'm down. Ooh. Okay. Well, I'd love to offer my services, but I'm on the clock. Such a hassle. Wow! I mean, I know they've, spent the night together multiple times, but like, damn, the eagerness. Toa must be a good lay. What happened?
Oh.
Huh? Oh, just the usual shit. Debtors can't make their payments, so they tried to give us the slip. Same shit, different day. Oh, same shit, different toilet. So vulgar, but I love it. It's so funny. That being said, when they make my play... God. I don't know why that's so funny to me. God. That being said, when they make me play this game every goddamn day, it starts to wear on my fucking nerves, you feel me? Yeah, I bet. I mean, why get a loan if you know you can't pay it? I mean... Kalana's got my number, it's just it's like the serotonin of the moment, It's not about logic. Not everything is about logic, Kodaro. Kodaro seems to want a blunt, honest answer. Play along or respond realistically.
Negative. Yeah.
If they were smart enough to think about that, they wouldn't be in this situation. Yeah, exactly. Speeds to my core. Ha, true that. It's like this inherent notion of everything will work itself out, right? You'd think you'd see the danger they're putting themselves in. Yeah. It's like, bro, you might die, right? I mean, yeah, in that case, it's like a bit extreme. Meh, not like it matters to me. Anyways, I gotta get going. See you later, Toa. I'm like equating myself with these people that might die when I'm just like over here paying like $50 to Klarna for late fees, It's like not at the same level, but still. See ya. Got 2 more on the docket for today. Man, this sucks. I mean, I guess. What's up? Need something?
Yeah.
Nah. Doesn't have to be today. I'll be back tomorrow. What's next? Oh my god, this music. It's so fun. Hakuita Street is deserted, apparently. This is Hakuita Street. Okay. To Koho Street. We're just walking in every... to everywhere we've been before. This is very interesting. Oh, I felt someone's gaze again, but when I looked around, I couldn't spot anything unusual. Okay. Is it newspaper guy? Ah! Inara! Aha! It's you. Yeah. Did you know? Oh god, it starts exactly the moment we see him. Lately, this dude. I can't. Lately, there's a new drug on the streets. No word about its costs or facts. It's being passed around in back alley deals. I wonder where it's coming from. There's a lot of rumors about M Clinic and District E. The place where I live. Illegal drug outsourcing, organ trafficking, kidnapping, among other things. What the fuck? What? What? Are you serious? But could such a small clinic have the capacity for all those crimes?
Cool.
I mean, lately there are eyewitnesses reports of a large male ghost in the Death March area. Anyone who investigates out of curiosity is sent to the hospital. A very violent ghost, it seems. I mean, it's the Deathmatch area. But there have been other reports, so it's hard to say whether it's true. If you see the ghost, I advise that you run. I mean, okay. The Takasatagumi has 2 factions, the Tono faction and the Sakaki faction. Tono operates primarily in the nightclub, adult, entertainment, and resort industries. So he should have more money then. While Sakaki specializes in debt collection and web tech implants. Doesn't Tono have more money though? Sakaki handles much more important work. Maybe it's because he's been with the gang for so long.
Suzuki.
The truth is that Takasatagumi is threatening to split in 2. I hear they're on the verge of falling apart. That is very dangerous. Lately there have been a lot of executive meetings. They'll probably choose a new leader soon. Hopefully it doesn't lead to a shootout like last time. Oh! So that dream we were having is that shootout. Interesting. Okay. That's all? Thanks, Hinata, for all you always do. I guess. Even though you're really weird. Even for my standards. Well, I've got a little more time to kill. Ah, so Roost is our final destination. Interesting. So, police station? I should go somewhere I haven't been yet. No, the police station is our final destination. But we can't go to Roost? Tajima's? Okay. Why can't we go to Roost? Tajima's closed as always. Okay. Can we go to Roost now? What? Do we have to go everywhere again? I like this music. So we've been everywhere. We can't go to Roost because he keeps saying that he has more time to kill, so I guess we're gonna end this exploration, I guess? Because we've been everywhere twice now. I don't get it, but alright. Hope I didn't miss anything, but exploration over. Don't really know what else to do. As I passed by the police station, I caught sight of a figure in my peripheral vision and stopped short. It was AG, chatting with a cop. Come to think of it, I'd heard that they sometimes came to ask him to ask for intel. Okay. They sometimes came to him to ask for intel. Oh my god. Okay, his info gathering skills were just that good, apparently. But I had something very different on my mind. So I decided to take this opportunity to ask. Can you find out about Taku for me? Oh, Towa-san. When he noticed me, his jaw dropped in surprise. He quickly composed himself, then bowed to the cop and headed over.
どうしたんですか？何か気になることでも？
What's up? Something on your mind?
メルマガを読んだ。
I read the newsletter.
あ、はい。村瀬先生の噂についてですか？
Oh yes, is this about the rumor regarding Dr. Murase? Yes. Care to elaborate, bitch? I want to know. Apparently he'd foreseen that I was going to ask. Wow. He must have quite a head on his shoulders to surmise that. Sounds like I don't need to
も
explain.
ちろん、覚悟の上で記事を作ってますから。でも、僕の記事は噂を面白おかしく書いた創作です。
Obviously, I write these newsletters fully prepared for backlash, but it's all entirely fictional, of course. It is?
中には当たっている話もあるんでしょうけど。
Except for when it isn't. Yeah,
事
so
実が
tell
どう
me.
だろうと、正直僕には関係ないんです。信じるかどうかは読み手次第ってやつなんで。
Quite frankly, the truth doesn't matter to me. It's up to the reader to decide whether to believe it. Oh god. Alright, that's the perfect journalistic stance to
ク
have.
レームが来そうな話だ。
Oh god. That kind of stance will get you a lot of complaints and a knife in the back.
来ますよ。でも僕からしたら、この進行味で何を言ってるんだって感じですよね。そういうのが嫌なら街を出ればいいんです。
Oh, it does. And my response is, did you forget when Shinkomi? If you want honest journalism, go back to the mainland. Oh, great. Great
高
response,
里組の
AG.
負債者でなけ
As
れ
if
ばの
there's
話
honest
です。
journalism anywhere. Unless you're a Takasato debtor, of course.
随分強気だな。
That's a real hardline approach.
僕をどうこうしようったってそうはいきません。相手の個人情報を洗いざらい調べて返り討ちにしてやりますから。
Yes, well, there's nothing they can do about it. If they tried, I'd dig up their personal information and get my revenge. Oh
それ
god.
か、そいつの家に爆弾設置かな。
Either that, or maybe I'd planned a bomb at their house. Okay. Yeah, you know what? At this point, why is anyone reading his newspaper? He chuckled to himself so happily that it was almost easy to forget he'd just threatened to kill
とま
someone.
あそんな感じ
Yeah.
なんで、村瀬先生の噂もあまり気にしないでください。ネタとして多めに見てもらえると助かります。
Anyway, that's the long and short of it. Please don't let my article about Dr. Murase bother you too much. Try to think of it as a joke and let it go. So, are you telling me right now that it's fictional? Because I kind of need to know. Or are you telling me it's my... Are you treating me like just any reader? Because I'm also kind of your friend. Couldn't you just tell me whether it's fictional or not? Because I kind of want to know.
でも、村瀬先生は大丈夫だと思いますよ。
Honestly, I'm sure he'll be okay.
たとえ悪い噂が流れたところで、 誠実にコツコツと仕事をしていれば噂なんてすぐに消えますから。
Even if a nasty rumor did start to spread, it wouldn't last long before his integrity and work ethic overturned it. You do realize that he's already stressed out of his fucking asshole, you know?
それに
Why would you
たか
do
だか
that?
僕のメルマガですよ。
I mean,
動画で全世界に配信されてるってわけでもないし。
besides, it's just my silly little newsletter. It's not like it's global media coverage. Yeah, but it's about this area. If we lose patience, we lose money that Taku actually needs right now. Despite his words, AG's newsletter had a fair number of subscribers. Yeah. As you'd expect from someone who's boasted that information gathering was his hobby, his new network was vast and his informants were myriad? Okay. Were a myriad, right? But while it was hard to believe his hit piece would have no impact, at the same time he was right. Baseless rumors generally dried up.
それ
Let's
と
hope they
朝倉
don't
先生、
do too much of a
事件か
splash
何か
before
に巻き込ま
drying.
れたみたいで入院してたのを知ってます？
Oh, and about Dr. Asakura, did she know he ended up in the hospital after some sort of incident? No. Yeah. Of course I
退院
knew.
したらしいん
I
です
was
け
that
ど、すぐに引っ
incident.
越すみたいですよ。
Apparently he's been discharged and now he's planning to move away. I'm sure he
街を
told
出
us
るの
that.
か。
Back to the
は
mainland?
い。この間朝倉先生を見かけたんですけど、前よりもすっきりしたというか、つきものが落ちたみたいな顔してました。
Yes, I bumped into him just recently and it was like he was a new man, like he was freed from whatever curse was plaguing him. Oh, that's
何
good.
かいいことでもあったんでしょうか。
Do you think he found help somewhere?
かもな。
Maybe so.
まあ、朝倉先生もいろいろな
That's
噂が
funny.
出回ってましたからね。深夜の病院で血だらけで震えてるところを保護されたって話も聞きましたし。
There were all sorts of rumors floating around about him too, you know. I heard they found him in his office late at night, trembling and covered in blood. Yeah, my
なの
blood,
で、進
actually.
行身を離れるのは悪い選択じゃないと思います。と、予定があるんだった。トアさん、そろそろ行きますね。
In which case, perhaps it'll be good for him to leave Shinkomi. Oh, right, I had plans after this. I'd better be going, Toa-san.
あ
Gotcha.
それじゃ、また。
See you again. Wow, what an odd conversation again. Maybe we should talk to Taku about this. Grinning from ear to ear, Eiji walked off, playing with his cell phone. As I watched him go, I sensed a gaze from somewhere behind me. Again? The cop outside the station was staring me down. Oh, okay. So I decided to make myself scarce before I got yelled at. Alright. Huh. I don't know about this. I honestly, I'm really spooked and freaked out. I'm not entirely sure how to categorize this, but it's also like, it's what I said before, right? In the very beginning, I was like, maybe he's selling organs, blah, blah, or maybe like aiding organ traders, you know? As soon as they were like, oh, people are disappearing. And it was also like this conversation he had, it sounded like he owed someone money. And now Eiji's hit piece, I mean, it could be fictional, but also like, I wonder what the truth here is, you know? I wonder what it is. We'll see. Thanks for joining me again. I hope there weren't too many tangents and I hope my voice isn't too awful. Let me know what you think. I mean, if there's any of you that haven't played the game yourselves or don't know what's coming, what do you think, right? I'm not entirely sure as to what to think right now. I'm not sure. I want to say that I don't believe that Taku would do something like that, but also I don't know what Taku would do if painted into a corner, you know what I mean? So I suppose we'll see next week, right? Until then, stay safe, everyone. Please take care and try to enjoy the first race of the oncoming summer. I'm so excited. Finally, it's dress season soon, almost. Don't dress too lightly too quickly and end up like me, but you know, get excited nonetheless. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye-bye.